So this is where I want you to start to project, right? See yourself here. See yourself experiencing this city like no tourist is able to experience it, right? With guides that are going to bring you to the very historical back of the city, right? To our practice and the history of the city, connecting into the pulse and the energy and the history of the former capital of Japan. Waking up in beautiful homes like these, this is why I'm saying that one of the importances of the Facebook group is because I'm hoping that everybody will seize the opportunity to stay in properties like these, right? And now that might look like it's going to be pretty spendy. It's not. The beauty of the homes in Japan is that you can see in the photo on the right here, when people are sleeping, they're sleeping on futons, right, on mattresses that roll out on the ground. And it's very common and indeed expected that there might be 6 to 8 people sleeping in one room, right? Do this in Japan to heat up only one area of the house in the winter. This is the kind of the reason that they do this. This is like a luxury bed, by the way, even though it's on the ground. This is like Ritz-Carlton style comfortable. But when you have 6 people sleeping in, a 4-bedroom house on Airbnb, all of a sudden that becomes like $30 a night per person. So it very, very, very economical and very beautiful. I mean, look at again, remember I was saying about the attention to detail in Japanese society? Look at that photo on the left. Look at the innate work in the flooring and just the beauty and the simplicity of the house. Everything becomes a meditation. So imagine yourself waking up there, and then this is your decision. Where are we going to go get, or sorry, that's the next slide. You're going to be woken up to sounds of drums from temples like this just down your street, looking like that because we'll be there in the spring. So again, look at the gardening and the attention to detail on all of the rocks, on the cleanliness. Everything becomes a meditation, including this, your breakfast. So I put this photo in here because this is a breakfast that's very, very special to my wife and I. The last time we were there together in Kyoto, spending time with Inamoto Sensei, this was our last breakfast. The lightly barbecued and perfectly grilled mackerel with rice. It's just an incredibly simple, incredibly delicate, and incredibly satisfying breakfast. And as a Westerner, for me, I love it because it's like, where else are you ever going to have mackerel and rice and steamed veggies for breakfast? Like that's literally not our breakfast. And so again, it's like a cultural difference that makes that trip so much more alive. And then moving in further, of course, to lunch, beautiful food, beautiful sushi, beautiful preparations, right? Beautiful ambiance of the experience. Perhaps then wandering into the main market downtown Kyoto and sampling food from all of these stalls. And the last time I was here, what I was sampling was freshly grilled octopus that was dipped in teriyaki sauce. It's just an incredibly beautiful experience, right off the grill, right off the boat. Tofu, if you're a vegetarian, vegetarianism is absolutely not a problem. And the beautiful thing about that, and trust me, because I was a vegan for a very, very long time, pretty much if you're vegetarian in Asia, you're pretty much a vegan by default. There's not really that type, like milk, eggs a little bit you would want to watch out for, but it's definitely not going to be a problem at all if you are having either one of those dietary requirements. So finishing up your day wandering around the incredibly vibrant market of downtown Kyoto, unwinding from perhaps a day here wandering amongst the bamboo forest, right? Or soaking away all of your tension in one of the many beautiful onsens that are scattered in the city and in the surrounding mountains and hillsides. Now, the onsens are, to me, I'm a sucker for them. I can't get enough. They're just absolutely incredible. Again, meditative, spiritual, right? It's about flow. It's about releasing that energy and about letting go. So you wind down in that hot pool, looking out over Mount Kurama in this case. It's just a magical experience. I can't wait. I've been to Japan now 6 times, I think, and every time I'm itching to go back, indeed. And so I want you to think about how those 7 days and 6 nights are going to change your experience to Reiki. And why I put this here is the photos of stillness and the connection, right, to the Amitabha Buddha, into that space. It's not that this is a discussion about religion, it's about understanding the non duality in the practice, right? That all of that can help elicit. And I want you to then also further just really project as to how that's going to impact you as you go into your Reiki practice, into the history, into the background of Kyoto, of the Meiji Emperor, of Pure Land Buddhism, and of Usui's legacy when you're joined by Inamoto Sensei and myself this May. I can't wait, obviously.